Well, hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Yes, I'm outside with my horses once again, but today I want to do something just a little bit different for you. My son has been bugging me to tell a story, so I'm going to go ahead and tell a story. So this is a little bit of a CPS story time. So y'all stick around for me, okay? Okay, so my story starts off, and my son thinks this is absolutely hilarious. I don't, but my son thinks this is absolutely hilarious. My story starts off with my son being a few years younger than what he is now. He decides that he's going to be talking to his principal at school about us unrolling hay for the horses, because we get big round bales and sometimes we unroll them for them. So my son is talking to the principal, and he decides that he's just going to nonchalantly say, "Oh, well, we were unrolling hay bales and my dad kicked me." Now, did his daddy kick him on purpose? Heck no. So this principal decides that he's going to go ahead and report me to CPS. So I get a phone call from CPS, all right? And they're telling me that they've got a case that they need to discuss with me. I am flipping out to no end. Oh my gosh, am I flipping out? Am I going crazy? Yes, I am. And then they tell me, they have the gall to tell me that, "Oh, well, we're going to have to wait and meet on Monday." Oh, no, ma'am. No. We are not going to wait to meet on Monday. Not going to happen? Nope. I'll be up there. I'll be at your office here in a couple of minutes. I didn't give them a chance to wait till Monday. Now, I didn't know the principal was the one that called by this point. So I'm talking to the CPS worker, and she's like, "Okay, well, we got to have somebody come out to your house." Okay, that's fine. So 2 CPS workers show up to my house. And I have 2 boys, in case y'all didn't know. So 2 CPS workers show up to my house, and they have to make sure that my son has plenty of food, plenty of clothing, that all of his needs are taken care of. And at the time, my sister lived on the property. She knew what I did with these people. I took them to my refrigerator that has a freezer, took them there, took them to my pantry. Then I took them into my back room, which has a big standing deep freeze. Then I took them into the side room off of that, which has a little chest freezer. Then I started to take them over to my sister's house to show them there's plenty of food, and those CPS workers were, no, we've seen enough. Okay, so we go into my son's room. Now, mind you, he has so many more clothes than I do. It's unbelievable. So I show this lady. I'm like, okay, well, here's his room. And he opens all these drawers. His drawers are overflowing with clothes. I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. This child is constantly growing." Now, he's almost 6'2" now. But, I was like, "Man, he's constantly growing. I can't do anything about it. She says that she understands. I'm going to be out here with one of my babies. She goes, "Oh, I understand. It's okay. You don't got to show me anymore." And I'm like, no. Well, we're going to handle this. We're going to handle this the right way. So they get done doing their paperwork. My kids come outside. It's a beautiful Texas day. Beautiful Texas day. And I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. I am telling you, I couldn't. We are standing outside my home, and I'm clearing everything up. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. I'm clearing everything up with them, because nobody had told the CPS worker that my son was special needs and he has autism and he has brain damage. No, all that was left out. Of course it was left out. So, nobody reported any of that to CPS whatsoever at all. But, okay, so we're standing. My baby's down here eating. I'm just standing here. So we're standing outside in front of my house, and my youngest, I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. My youngest is out in the pasture, swinging from the neck of a horse. And I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know what to say. So you want to know what my oldest does? He gets in the go-kart, full blast straight to the backside of the pasture. Full blast. There was no stopping it. No stopping it. I look at these CPS workers and I said, listen to me. Y'all are Child Protective Services. Y'all can go protect them all you want to protect them. But this ain't little giants around here. I don't wrap them up in bubble wrap and say, hey, y'all can't go and enjoy the outdoors. If you think they're harming themselves, you go for it. And I am not kidding you. I am not kidding you whatsoever at all. The CPS workers thought it was funny that my son is literally swinging from a horse's neck. Thought it was funny because the horse was taking it. The horse didn't do a daggum thing. The horse was just like, okay, I'm here. Yep, this is me. And yes, my youngest was a lot younger when he did it. So then I asked him, I said, what are you going to do about my oldest? He's on the backside of the pasture now. How are you going to get to him? You got to protect him somehow, because I can't protect him. He just took off from me. These CPS workers did not know what to say to me. I am not even joking you. They did not know what to say to me. Because they're Child Protective Services. They're sitting here witnessing this stuff going on. They're not doing anything. I'm telling them, if you need to take my kids, take my kids. But first, you got to go get the one out of the backside of the pasture. Second, you got to go get the one hanging off the horse. If that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. Them people, them two ladies. Guys, I couldn't make it up if I tried. Them two ladies get themselves in their car. The driver rolls down her window and she says, ma'am, I'm going to note your file. I said, what are you going to note my file? Because I was curious. I wanted to know, what are you going to say about me? Honestly, what are you going to say about me? You know, I can tell my son, get off the horse's neck, but he was more safe on the horse's neck than he was on the ground, to be honest with you. He really was. I mean, the horse was standing still, not doing a daggum thing. They've been raised around horses this entire time. And the whole go-kart thing, you know, heck, they could have gone to the back pasture and got my kid. I mean, they could have, but he was out there doing donuts, so good luck on that one, right? I mean, honestly, I don't know what else to say to these people. So I'm sitting here expecting her to say, you'll be hearing further from us. I'm expecting her to say that, you know, they'll be in contact, that I'll be receiving a letter, that something would happen. And I am not kidding you. In my son's file, it now says that he is autistic. He has a brain bruise, bleed, same thing to me. It's noted in there. And it's noted in his CPS file that he has acreages that he can go and explore on. Acreages. And I was absolutely amazed. I was astonished because I'm sitting here going, y'all just watch this stuff happen. You know, now most moms would have been flipping out, completely flipping out, because CPS is standing in their driveway and you just automatically see a kid just hanging off of a horse that is like 5 times his size and the other one's already gone. So, you know, any other parent would be like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Me? I was like, y'all are CPS. Y'all go protect them. What am I going to do? This is everyday life for me. I mean, heck, I used to go and jump on a horse bareback and go ride it through the pasture. I'm perfectly fine. Okay, I'm not perfectly fine. Well, we'll just put it that way. But nothing happened to me. I'm good. And plus, one of my kids actually fell off a horse that was actually saddled. He had his reins, he had everything, and he broke his arm. But that horse was saddled. So you tell me, where was he safer? Was he safer on a horse's neck, just dangling from it? Or was he safer on the horse's back? Now, honestly, he's safer on both places. The thing that happened with my son, you know, and his broken arm and stuff, this has been a couple of years ago. And so, yeah, it was an accident that happened. The horse is great. Everything's fine. My son's healed fine. I mean, the only problem was my son couldn't play baseball for a little bit, and he was a little mad about that. But, I mean, everything was fine, because horses are used to, you know, help people with their emotions and, you know, help the needy or the special needs children. Horses are used for that. It just so happens my kids have an abundance of them, okay? That's just what so happens to be the case. They literally are allowed anywhere. I don't even know if y'all can see them at this point. But literally, they're allowed. I've got them over there. I've got them over here. I've got one right here. I've got them in the front yard. I got them beside the house. Yeah, y'all probably can't see them. I got them everywhere. So, yeah, my kids, like I said, I offered my kids to CPS. I did. I offered them. I said, if you think you can protect them better than what I'm doing now, you let me know. I'm telling you, I have not got another phone call from CPS. Oh, and let me add one more thing in there. So, and this is the part I forgot to add. So my oldest gets interviewed by CPS before all this, starts. My oldest gets interviewed by CPS. And this should have told CPS something, but it didn't tell CPS a daggum thing. Let me just add that. So, my oldest is in there getting interviewed, and they start talking about a purple elephant being on the table. Okay, if you've ever heard me talk about my oldest, you know that he takes things quite literal sometimes, and he don't take it lightly when you start trying to fib him. It just so happened that that elephant wasn't purple, it was blue. They were trying to figure out if my son knew what a lie was and if my son didn't know what a lie was. My son becomes so upset with them because they were calling that elephant purple and not blue. He shut down. He was like, I'm not talking to you anymore because you're a liar. And the reason why I know this is because when CPS came into my home and was doing the interview, my son actually, she walks into the house, she no more sits down. My son actually says to her, you're the one that lied to me. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't have words for situations like that. So, people want to say putting your face out there is, kind of a bad thing. People want to say putting your kids on the internet's a bad thing. Saying, let people do what they want to do is my whole point behind this. I don't have a point behind this. I don't. My son said he wanted this filmed and he wanted me to tell that story because he still to this day laughs about that story. I do not find that story all that funny. When I sit down and think about it, I do. And when I'm on camera, I do. But CPS being called to your home is not funny whatsoever at all. And it's not a fun thing to go through. It's not. But my kids can't be normal little kids and sit down on the couch and be interviewed by CPS. Not my kids. Oh no, not my kids. My kids got to go off and do whatever kind of thing they want to do at the time. They get out of the house and, they're everywhere. It's like, okay, so yeah, those are my kids. That's how I raised my kids. I didn't raise them to where they have to sit inside all the time. And they want to go, throw rocks in the pond. Go throw rocks in the pond. I don't care. Go explore. Have some fun. Stay out of the tree farm because there's snakes. But go out and have some fun. Go do your own little thing. Your mama will be right here when you get back. And so I got so many pictures of them playing in mud puddles. I'm telling you, they're like laying down swimming in mud puddles. So it's kind of like stuff that I did as a kid, I did 200 times worse than what my kids do. Honestly, I did. I did a lot worse than what my kids did. I used to be kicked out of the house whenever I was younger. I used to be kicked out of the house and I'd be told, go play. I could come back at lunchtime. I was only kid for a long time. And then I'd come back at lunchtime, and then I'd be kicked out of the house again. Go play. Go have fun. You know what I grew up with? Horses and cows. And so you want to know what my fun was? I'm playing with them horses because them cows weren't nice. Let me tell you something. They weren't nice whatsoever at all. I could get up there and I could pet on them just a little bit. But if I tried to love on them too much, they weren't nice. No, they weren't nice. Now, my horses were nice. Okay, all besides one. The horses, they were nice. I could do whatever I wanted to. So I'd go out there and I'd just have my fun like I do as an adult. Isn't it amazing? Sometimes the things you do in childhood, you end up doing as an adult. That just hit me. Whew. Yep, because I used to enjoy going out and just brushing the horses and playing with the horses and making sure that they're all prettified. And, you know, I used to enjoy that so much because I wasn't big enough to crawl up on their backs unless I used the carport lattice that went up the side. Then I could get on their backs. But hey, that's another story for another time. So I hope that y'all enjoyed my little story time. And, okay, Jordan, I know you're watching this because you watch all of my videos now. I hope you're happy with me. I hope I did it justice, and I hope I did it right for you. I really, really do. If I didn't, I'm sure you're going to let me know. You are going to seriously let me know what I did wrong. 100%. But for the rest of y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed my little story time, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, night, weekend. We'll spin around to where you can see a horse. Holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and y'all remember to smile today. Or make somebody else smile, because guess what, guys? It really can make a difference. It can. Hey, and if y'all want more story times like that, y'all let me know, because I tell you something, my kids get me in some crap. My kids get me in some crap. I can tell you that much. Alrighty, guys. Bye.